Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this Gigi Hadid inspired makeup look. She wears a lot of shimmers, her skin is so dewy and perfect, so that's what I'm going to try and replicate in this video. To start with, we're going to be really working with this skin, so I'm going to be using my YSL Blur Primer, and on top of that I'm going to be adding the MAC Strobe Cream. And what that's going to do is really plump up the skin, add extra moisture, the dewiness, and of course the glow. I'm going to be using the YSL Touche foundation. If I've said that right, I probably did not. But this one I just think gives that really nice dewy, glowy effect, and it also sort of blurs out the skin, making it look really flawless, which I think goes really well with Gigi Hadid's makeup look, because her skin is always just so flawless. So I'm gonna try and duplicate that. Now I'm going in with the Urban Decay matte primer. This one's just gonna help even out any discoloration on my eyelids, and also just really helps to prime them for the eyeshadow. And then on top of that I'm using this NYX Base white primer. Because I'm going to be using shimmers, I want it to really stand out, and this will just help really make the eyeshadows pop. And on top of this is a little trick that I've been doing recently. I'm using this mineral veil, translucent powder, just to help blend out the eyeshadows better, and it also just helps set everything in place as well. And for the eyebrows, I'm just filling it in, and I'm gonna try and shape them like hers. See, hers sort of, it's hard to explain, hers sort of go down, but they're really natural, full, and yeah, so I'm gonna try and work my best with what I have. It's not gonna look exactly like hers. I don't want to change my eyebrow shape too much. Gonna help thicken the lashes, because Gigi Hadid's lashes are quite thick. They look really nice, bold and natural. And then for the eyeshadow, I'm going in with Beaches and Cream. This is really nice peachy translucent or transition shade, shall I say. And I'm just putting this all over my eyelid, and then I'm going in with Brule, which is slightly darker than the Peaches one. And I'm basically concentrating this on the outer corner of my eyes and blending it upwards as well. And every few steps, when I've added eyeshadow, I like to blend it out with a big fluffy blending brush, just to make everything look very blended and put together. Now with a smaller, denser brush, I'm adding this darker shade and concentrating this on the outer corners. Gigi Hadid doesn't really wear that much eyeshadow. It's not very bold, so I'm gonna keep the dark colors very light. And then I'm going in with this really nice shimmer shade, but first I added some Fix Plus spray onto my brush, and this will just really help concentrate that color and really help it stick on the eyelid also. Now I'm going to line my eyes with this Maybelline black gel liner. I'm making it quite thin and with a slight cat eye. Her eyeliner is never too thick or bold, it's quite thin. I've also done my mascara, and I'm just quickly going to add on some Ardell Demi Whispies, just because they look quite natural and they're not too thick or overpowering either. And also a little trick is to basically line the lash band with the gel black liner. This will just make everything flow together and you won't really be able to see the lash band. Gigi Hadid's face is quite highlighted. I've noticed like under her eyes, around her nose, and a temple as well is quite highlighted. So I'm using this LA Girl concealer to buff it out with a stippling brush, and then on top of that also I'm going to use a lighter shade. This is the Nars creamy concealer in vanilla, and I'm just adding it on top and on my bridge of my nose, temple and chin also, just to, you know, really enhance that highlight effect. To make sure everything is blended out really well, I'm just patting on the beauty blender. It's quite damp at the moment, and also with the same beauty blender I'm adding a translucent powder to bake my under eye concealer and the areas where I've highlighted. On top of this, on my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose and cupid's bow, I'm adding the Sunbeam by Benefit. It's a really nice golden highlighter. I realized I needed to take off the powder which I used to bake my concealer, and then I continue to blend away the Sunbeam highlighter. This is a cream one. It's just going to make your skin look really dewy and bronzy and beautiful, especially in flash photography. And to contour, I mean, Gigi, her face isn't overly contoured, so I'm gonna just use the powders. I've skipped out the cream contour that I usually do, and I'm gonna very lightly just contour my face and try and make it look more structured and petite like hers. So I've gone in with the contour shade on both sides of my face. I really like this contour angle brush by Zoeva. You can see it's like a very precise shape, and then on top of that I'm adding the bronzer shade next to it, and this will just warm up my cheeks. You know, Gigi has a very nice golden glow. She looks very sun-kissed, so that is why I'm adding the bronzer to warm up my face. And then I'm gonna add the NARS blush in Orgasm. This one has some shimmer to it, so it's gonna really add to that golden glow effect with a hint of pink, because she uses pink quite a lot, and peaches also, but I really wanted to go with the pink. And on top of that, to make it look even more highlighted, I'm adding a powder based, this one is the Bobbi Brown brick, shimmer brick, and I'm adding this highlighter all over my face, basically areas where I want to highlight it. On top of that, again, this is gonna seem crazy, but I'm doing it very subtle. I've added another highlighter, the MAC Soft and Gentle, with a fan brush. And then I noticed on her waterline she has this like creamy tan, it's not really white, eyeline on her waterline, so I did that. And of course I've added mascara to my bottom lashes. Her lips are quite nudie pink, so I'm gonna slightly overline them with this lip liner, but I'm also gonna blend it out with my fingers to make it look more natural, just because her lips are not like overline or anything too obvious. And then I used this Loreal Color Rich lipstick. It's a nice pink with a bit of glow to it, which was perfect, similar to the one she was wearing. And on top of that I used the NYX lip gloss, of course, because her lips are quite glossy. And then on top of that, or shall I say on the corner of my eyes, I added the Shimmer Brick colour highlighter, just to highlight the corner of my eyes and to make them look big and pop, because she always seems to have that. It's like her statement look, to have this shimmer in her corner of her eyes. Anyway, this is how the finished look turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos also, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.